Oh, the nostalgia. What is up, everybody? DigginUpCole here. Welcome to a game that is very, insert word here. This game, as of late, has one of the most mixed receptions I've seen, despite the fact that this is widely considered to be one of the best games of all time by many people. It is also considered very overhyped and flawed by a lot of others. Now, what perspective do I agree with? Whatever one you do, because I don't feel like being hated. No, from a genuine standpoint, I like this game. Do I think it was a masterpiece for the time? Yes. Do I think it's a masterpiece by today's standards? God, no. When this game was originally released in 1998, it was met with massive critical acclaim, as well as massive praise from pretty much anyone who played it. For a lot of people, this is their favorite game of all time. For a lot of people, this is their first game and also favorite game of all time. And to that nature, this game is very well received. Not only did it transition a series that was already very huge, not just for Nintendo, but gaming in general, to 3D, it also pretty much created a standalone genre and evolved the adventure game genre into what it was for the time and what it kind of still is today in a lot of ways. Regardless of reception of this game in particular, whether you feel it's a good game or a bad game, it's been incredibly impactful to gaming as a whole, and to that nature, I will either praise this game like there's no tomorrow, or tear it apart like there's no tomorrow. I think I'll do a little bit of both. That sounds fun. Do you expect another voice from Navi? Yes? Okay. Do you expect a different voice from Fee? Because honestly, it provides about the same feeling of knock me out now, please. The N64, even though I'm not playing on the N64, ignore that. Bringing us such excellent things like noses that could slice metal in two. Here's Link's bulletin board with his to-do list. On it is the following. 1. Be lazy. 2. Don't get out of bed. 3. Save the world. 4. Get groceries. All in a day's work. What does this sign say? I'm surprised I've lived here for that long and never read this. Hi there, friend. How are you doing this fine day?
A by the stone, pick it up. A by the stone, pick it up. Mean old Mido. He made me pick up the rocks in front of his house.
How? Does he have blackmail on you? If so, I want to know what it is. I don't want to help you. I just want to know what it is. Because I'm Link, the hero of time, and also the nicest guy. That's not where I meant to go. Oh well, I've got rocks now. This is my new hat. It's a style. Also, I can't put it down because the rock's so heavy that it will crush me whole. Don't mind the improper intonation of that sentence. It's just how I roll. He. Puns. All right, I have to equip my sword now. And for a very brief moment, Link will become incredibly pixelated. It's like I'm looking at him on a Sega Genesis. That's not accurate. Nintendo DS, also not accurate. I don't know. How about this? It's like I'm looking at him on an Xbox One. Ooh, sick burn to the lower resolution of the Xbox One versus the PS4 and eventually PS4K, and ultimately PCs because they're better than anything else, at least performance-wise, if you have the money to get out to be able to afford a computer that can run a game better than a console can, but most of the time you won't be able to do that anyway, because frame rate locking, DRM, and other useless garbage that they put on PC games because they want to make it equal to the console experience even though it never can be. Give people the advantage that they paid for. Did you enjoy that run-on sentence? Because I feel like there was supposed to be a joke in there, but just, I didn't have it. It's not for you. Hi Link, look this way. Look over here with L and talk to me with A. Why does he always ignore me? It's like shouting down at someone who I barely know doesn't work. You got the Deku Shield, immune to everything except fire and Link's nose. All right, I have a sword and shield, although I'm not exactly sure why I need them. It seems, oh God. Faking it. What did I just do? I'm sorry. I hate to use slow motion 2 episodes in a row, but please, just for the sake of this, do it just this once. Cause what was it? How? I can't see where I'm going, but I'm going faster, so who cares? That's not where I'm supposed to go. This is working very well for me. Hello. Are you my new friend? That was a fun game of volleyball. Oh, I heard him. This always happens with volleyball. It's like I bring the ball up, I slam it down, and then suddenly someone's face has a dent in it. A ball-shaped dent. I don't play volleyball. That never happened. I don't do sports. I like how my order of thought was it started with I don't play volleyball, not don't injure people. I love how this game actually has it so one of Link's legs can be crouched. Oh, please do an idle animation. Yes. Now it looks like Link's doing yoga. Like, and stretch, and hold there for a few more seconds. And now to downward dog. This is the closest I could get. Hi-yow! The newest karate move, the hi-yow. It's when you pull a muscle while screaming. And then you scream again, but for a different reason. And that reason is called excruciating pain. I'm making my controller sound like a horse. I'm very easily amused. You seem nice. Would you like to be friends? So, you want to come up with a cool friendship handshake? Well, I'm going to assume this means that we're not going to be exchanging gifts on birthdays and holidays. Ooh, a flashing green light. How'd that get there? How is that floating? It's magic! Or it's just held up on one of those magician strings, and the Great Deku Tree is just like, ooh, look at my magic! I can also know whatever card you're going to pick in the deck. You want to know why? Because they're all the same. I mean, they're all magic cards, and I know I am magic. I don't know why Navi's so insistent with this statement. Like, one exclamation mark maybe would have been okay. I would have been like, I mean, it's kind of pressing. You've got Ganondorf who's doing bad things, so we gotta fix that. But when there's 2 exclamation marks, I just read it as, I'm not going to shout for the sake of noise complaints. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link! I just shouted into a pillow. It's much easier to do that. I tried so hard just to do that one bit. That probably took me like 5 minutes, and I screwed it up. Who cares? I still managed to do it. I'm proud of myself. All right, time to break into a castle because it has great security. I think the strongest part of this castle security is not the guards, but the vines that are nearly impossible to climb. They do a better job than the guards do. Great, everyone's favorite obstacle, sleeping man. I've been incubating this egg very carefully. Oh, right, because you work on a farm. No, I'm just a bird enthusiast. Then she pulls out a chicken mask and just puts it on and starts going, cluck, cluck. I was about to say caw. And my brain just immediately went, wait, that's not right. Now I have to wait until nightfall. Fantastic! Speaking of fantastic, love this view. Hey, it's Zelda. I'm gonna ignore her. Hey, it's Mario and Yoshi, and also Peach, but I can't really see Peach. All right, everybody, this has been Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, despite the fact that Mario is present there. There is Luigi in that portrait. This has been Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, an incredibly influential game to gaming, despite the fact that I barely spent any time talking about why. Whether you think it's bad or good, it's definitely been an influential game. If you have access to it, I would recommend at least trying the game, because it's one of those games that you will either love, hate, or somewhere in between, so it's a thing that exists and you have opinions. Anyway, hopefully you've all enjoyed. I will see you all in the next video. Ciao.